Yeah, 16 years from now. Oh, my, and all my baby pictures, why am I always dressed in blue?
Hey, that's not a bad thing, actually. Have you ever heard of gender profiling?
I didn't even know if I was sober.
You know, don't just assume that boys want to play with soldiers, girls want to play with dolls, boys like blue, girls like pink. We should all be treated individually, because we're all different.
Mother put me in a dress once when I was 6-year-old to impress her friends. Oh, look at her, Edward, she said. Doesn't she look pretty? And all the kids laughed their heads off until I pummeled them, all of them. One kid, Wayne Thompson, he's walked with a limp ever since.
What a thoroughly heartwarming tale of cross-dressing and revenge.
I'm sure there's a moral in that story.
Don't put Eddie in a dress.
So that's your name then, Edward? That's your real name?
The one I was born with, correct.
Ah, so Edward. Eddie. Teddy. Teddy bear.
Suddenly all makes sense in a very weird way.
I'm sorry to power my hose on your fanciful parade, ladies, but I'm called Bear because I'm big, powerful, and utterly fearless.
Weren't too keen on cleaning the toilet after the baby had popped out, though, were you? Not so fearless then.
Well, everyone has their limits, son.
This should be the best day ever. I should be happy and celebrating, and instead it's...
I feel like you've got this big dark cloud hanging over.
Yeah. I don't want to stay positive, really, I do, but I've played it over so many times in my head, and it never ends well. How can it?
We get a judge that sees Lee for what he was, and that knows that Robert would never mean to.
Here's one we prepared early.
Oh, gorgeous. And if I wasn't the worst mother in the world, I'd probably be feeling broody right about now.
And somewhere, far away, Vanessa breathes a massive sigh of relief.
What are you going to call her?
Yeah, well, we're going to have a bit of a rethink about that.
Listen, if you think that's the biggest blunder the Bear is ever going to make, then you are sadly mistaken.
Do you want to hold her?
What, a big idiot like me with my stupid hands? No, thanks. I might drop her.
No, you won't. Grandad.
Say hello to your granddaughter.
Hello. It's the first time for everything.
I know, Bob, I'm so silly.
Yeah, Lily, you big idiot. A chance to say thank you yet, have I?
Because you know you don't need to, mate.
Thank you.
You all right?
Yeah. It just would have been nice to have Mum here, that's all.
I suppose you took everyone by surprise.
Hey, you okay?
I'm great, thank you.
Well, I suppose we best get off to hospital, get everything checked out. Tomorrow, you...
No, don't even worry about that, you.
Oh, it doesn't matter how big my babies are. I'm always going to worry about you. Whatever happens, we will work it out.
If you need anything.
Well, hopefully we won't be too long.
I can't believe you're walking around now.
Don't be fooled. I feel like I've gone 12 rounds with something very big and determined, so...
Oh, yeah, well, adrenaline's a wonderful thing. I mean, tomorrow you might feel as bad as you look once it wears off.
Thanks, Bear. And thanks you lot. Honestly, I couldn't have done it without you. You know the madness begins now, don't you?
I can't wait for the madness. She's gonna love her little sister. Just as much as us.
Next, you'll have to meet your Uncle Kane. Trust me, you're gonna love him.